I swear all you animals ever do is eat and take up space and poop on this ship. It's starting to look more like a zoo than an actual ship. So you know what that means. That means it's time to make a nice little home for you guys, just like these little fellas have. So, let's get started. Hey there everybody, this is Hardly Bardly. Welcome back to another edition of Starbound, Frackin Universe mod. I bet you guys really thought I was actually going to go drop them in the lava, didn't you? No, I'm not going to do that. They're all too cute, and they've been staying with me for so long that I just can't get rid of them. I've actually planned on making a little farm of them for a very, very long time. And I'm actually going to dedicate a couple of episodes to doing that because I also want to make an aquarium for these guys and like a little zoo for all of these small critters. Maybe a menagerie for like different birds that I catch as well. But before I can do that, I want to show you guys the planet that I found. Originally I was going to go with an Eden planet, but this Savannah world just really stuck out to me, and you'll see why. It's got savanna, irradiated waste, hive, birch forest, magma field, and field of bracken. So I mean, we got windstorms and rain here, but there's so many different villages on here, including the coolest human settlement I have seen in the game to date, and finally a Novakid Village that we've yet to see. So I'm actually going to take you guys around and show you a little bit of this world first before I get started. I've actually put a few little placeholders here and there at some of the cooler places on the planet, so I'm going to pop over there first. First we're going to pop over to one of two avian areas. See, we actually have a little avian market town, and these are just so adorable. They're so quaint. I love them so much that I couldn't help. I had to mark this one because I wanted to come back to this one. Alright, so we're gonna head on to the next one, which is actually going to be the really cool human village that I found. And I know you guys want to see the Novakid Village. I love the Novakids, but we're going to have to wait a moment. Yes, there's actually a honey biome here too, so we can go through all that. It's pretty awesome. But here's the human one. See, it's already really cool just from looking at what's down here. And I'm not going to go up there yet because your mind will be boggling. So, I mean, you've already got, like, a sort of halfway underground, halfway above ground apartment complex going on here. Like, some of the doors just open automatically when you get to them. And then, of course, you've got, like, some little partitions right here and there that actually block off the rooms. I mean, these are pretty cool. There's just all kinds of stuff in here. All kinds of people to talk to. It's just some really cool stuff that if you haven't gotten a hold of it yet, you can mark it so you can make it later. And we have like a little underground garden right here in the middle of all this. They've actually got the Grand Protectorate robe there, just kind of randomly. Another little garden with a lattice in the back so you can actually see the background. There's a little bit of a forest background here with where they had the hive. Oh, look at this. It's like a grand little... It's like the Grand Pagoda Library's little roof and everything. It's really cute. Little fishy tank. Oh, look, down here. Oh, I didn't see this earlier when I went through here. Oh, it's healing water. Oh, look, and they've got coals on the bottom, so like it's heated. It looks like it's heated. Oh, that's so cool. Generators and stuff down here. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. I actually didn't explore the bottom of this. I just explored the top, and I was in love with it. And look, there's like another little underground garden here. we're just starting to get into areas where it's just kind of dark and everything down here, but it still looks awesome. Oh my gosh. So cool. There was a little turtle back there on that shelf. Did you guys see that? And a little Pop Top. Oh my god. Pop Top plushie. That's adorable. I want a Pop Top plushie. That would be super cute. Alright. And now we're going to go up here to the really cool part. As soon as... Yes, there we go. Now our elevator's here and we're going up, up, and up. Look, 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 look. Look at that. Oop. I fell down. I was so busy looking that I fell down. Here we go. Had it back up again. I was getting way too excited over that. It's like a water collection tank. And look at this. You go down through here, and they've got their own aquarium in there. I actually didn't know there was any other place in the game that actually had those. I was just gonna make one on my own, but there's actually little aquariums here. I love it. Oh my gosh, those are so cute. They're like little angelfish. Oh my god, I love this so much. This is so cool. I'm not sure if this is just a Frackin Universe thing or if this is actually in the main Starbound game, but whoever came up with this, I love this so freaking much. This is super awesome. Oh my gosh, and Mole Man, it looks like the what do you call it? Splatoon, the squids. Oh my gosh, this is just... And, oh, the Thea Labs. Okay, that's cool. And yeah, I know there's a generator here, and I could add on to this and everything, but I honestly don't want to risk it. Oh, it's like a little sky dome. Oh, it's like a little garden sky dome. I love it. Ugh, this is wonderful. I would take the generator out, but honestly, I'd be too afraid that I would accidentally goof this up and just mess this up, and I love this too much. So this is so super cool. I love this thing. Actually, right now, I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of these right here. I'm gonna put them in the trash so I don't accidentally blow anything up, because that would make me super sad. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and beam back up now and show you guys the Novakid Village that I absolutely love too. It's so country and it's so rustic. But I thought that was just so super cool. That is awesome. I thought the airships were awesome, but nope, that village tops them. Alright, so now we're gonna go take a look at the Novakid Village. And for those of you that have played the base Starbound game, you know that the Novakid race was added in last, so it was actually added in after the main game was completed, so that's why there are no mainline quests for you to pick up a gem from these guys, an artifact from these guys. So that's why they're not in the main story. But this, as soon as I first played this game, my first race was a Novakid because they just look so cool. And I actually did not realize that they were like these little rustic country frontier western style people. But that's even more hilarious because, as you can tell, I'm real country myself. So having like this little rustic old west style sort of thing in space, it's like, oh my goodness, I love it. It's just so cool. I mean, like, even my little Novakid icon is a very western, frontiery, pioneery little Novakid. So, yeah, I just love these so much. They're just so cool. And look, they got a little jail that you can open, let people out, or put them back in there. He'll try to kill me if I let him back out, so I'm not going to do that. And this one's a sheriff. He's kind of cool. So yeah, they actually do have a dangerous person up there, and he's like, don't come back. I'm like, fine, I won't. They've got like wanted posters for like bees or something, it looks like. No, that might be a face with like a hat on, but they kind of look like bees. And then we got like a Mushi painting up here. Oh, these are my kind of people. These are my kind of people. There are books everywhere. Like a little clock here. They're steampunky. They're like frontier steampunky. And there's like a little safe there. I'm gonna take everything that's in it. There's a horseshoe on the door. Anything in their books? Yeah. Never invite a Novakid to tea. Okay. I gotta see this. What's this say? My dear Itsuki. Something tells me this was written by Hylotl. Yeah, well, that's why. It's in the Hylotl codes. Durr. Okay. My dear Itsuki, I write this letter to you from the remains of my camp. It appears that my missionary work is more difficult than I anticipated. Despite the training we received, I was woefully underprepared for these creatures such as these. The morning began as peacefully as one could expect on an uncivilized planet like this. Nonetheless, I was chosen so that I may spread Hylotl peace to the least fortunate, so I was determined to rough it. I placed my tea atop the gentle flame and eased myself into my morning meditation as usual. However, I could hardly achieve a state of enlightenment for the cacophony that soon assaulted my ears from beyond the hill. After a calming breath, I set out to investigate. A brief hike to the top of the hill revealed 2 alien lifeforms, shining like beacons, each with a marking atop their face. A search through the Xenobiological Handbook revealed these to be Novakid, a primitive gaseous species. The 2, glowing blue and yellow respectively, whooped and hollered, and one strummed a guitar, creating some semblance of music. What better specimens to enlighten than these creatures, thought I. I strode down the hill. They seemed wary of me, but I assured them that I meant no harm. I kind of wonder, like, how everybody speaks the same language in this. I mean, how's realistically that would be possible, but, you know, it's a game, still. Okay. I introduced myself in customary fashion, but they returned with their names, the blue one, Bonnibel, and the yellow, Nim. They possessed the most ridiculous accent. Just like me, I'm sure. Nim extended his hand, and I, assuming it was a customary greeting, reached out in response. The savage shook my hand with a vigor that nearly toppled me, the whole exchange quite uncouth. So Novakids are space Texans. Determined to civilize these ruffians, I invited them to tea, as tradition dictates. They seemed very excited at the prospect, eagerly following me back to camp. My tea boiled, and as I prepared the proper settings, the Novakid perused my camp. There was not a single ornament they were not curious about. Their filthy hands touched all my perfectly aligned furnishings. They shattered my favorite coral sculpture. Nevertheless, I knew I could enlighten them. Over tea, I spoke about opening their third eye to the world. They seemed to barely pay attention. The tea I served was my finest blend, but after a single sip, they dropped my cup, shattering them on the floor. I struggled to remain calm as Bonnibel removed a jug of some liquid and passed it between herself and Nim. Perhaps I could earn their trust by partaking in this cultural tradition, I thought. I'm kind of wondering if it's not moonshine they're passing between themselves, but gasoline. After a hesitation, they allowed me the jug. Maybe they're warming up to my teachings after all. Those thoughts faded away after I lifted the jug to my mouth. The drink burned down my throat, and after one sip I fell unconscious. When I awoke, Bonnibel and them were gone, leaving me in my battered camp, nursing a terrible headache. I end this note with a warning for you missionary travels, Itsuki. Never invite a Novakid to tea. So apparently they just had some really strong Mountain Dew going there. Okay, and there's another one there, so I'm gonna leave it. But that's hilarious. Oh my gosh. Oh, hey, wait! That's like Oregon Trail right there. That is so cool. Okay, I know, you know, it's just normal, like, cow pulling a... ox pulling a wagon, but still, you know. And it's an outhouse. Seriously, I love this. Oh, take a look at this. Ah, Dashy! Dashy's looking very dashing here. I almost look like I spooked her. That's funny. Are those coffins? Those are coffins. That's cool. That's cool. Aw, I can't look in them? Yeah, I'll give you some sand. I'll go back and get you some sand later. But yeah, by the way, this is all built over radioactive rock. Alright, so we have taken a look at a little bit of the planet, so now I'm going to show you where I am actually going to start working on my settlement. And it's actually going to be over here, past this Avian pyramid, and this little glitch town coming up right here. And yes, this is actually where I filmed the first little bit of the game, of the video, and I am tripping over my words as usual. You guys could probably make a drinking game over how many times I get tongue-tied in a video. Take a sip for every time Hardly Bardley gets tongue-tied or forgets the correct word. Don't take a whole drink because you might get alcohol poisoning. Alright, so hopping. We're almost there. I could probably cut this out, but kind of wanted to show this right here. This is really cute. And we're going to build something very similar for not just chickens and robotic chickens that we're going to have, but for other livestock that we're going to have too. And wow, is that thing creepy looking. Right, and we actually have the start of a field here, and then like a little bamboo. And then there's like one random florin that lives right there. I don't know why. And then there's this poor little guy who seems to be under attack constantly. Sorry, dude. And I just left him to die. Well, too bad for him. I'm taking his stuff. Alright, so now we're getting to an area that... Oh! That poor little guy got attacked too. Alright, so now we're getting to the area that I'm going to take over. And I actually have a little flag here. And it is actually this area. We've got a little fennec up here. And then we have down here an avian that lives in the basement. Or he did, but I have a feeling that he's probably dead now. So, more's the pity. But they're not going to complain if I take over the area and, you know, do something with it. So, I'm just going to clean out a little bit of this area. Hello, giraffe. I'm going to basically kind of take down part of this mountain here and clear this out. So, this is kind of where I just want to start off with. And we'll just kind of work our way through after I get to building a settlement a little bit better. So I might put in a few colonists down here. And in order to do that, I'd actually have to add a few more light sources. So let's see what I have down here in terms of light sources. Do I have some torches? I do not have any torches. Do I have regular lights? Oh, wait, here's the torches. Alright. And one right there. One right there, one right there, one right there, here, and here. And I'll just put some going up the stairs too. That way I can see. Just make it start to look like Dracula's underground mining shaft, I guess. There's a bug for some reason. And then we have the little fennec there. Now, in order to do any form of colonization or anything, I'll actually have to add on more to these rooms. But what I want to do first is to go ahead and just start cleaning out this area. So, in order to clean this out, I'm going to take my matter manipulator and I'm just going to start taking things apart. So, I don't know why there was poop there. Oh, there's an animal down there. That's why. A little armadillo from the looks of it. And some bird that's trying to attack me to no avail. Yeah, you go away, bird. I don't like you very much. Alright, so now that we have taken a look around the whole planet, I'm going to go ahead and get off this video here. And in the next video, we will get started with clearing out of the land and renovating and getting ready to lay down our first village. Alright, so if you like this game and you like this video, please hit the like and subscribe buttons and share it with all your friends. Also hit the notification bell, that way you can catch the next video as soon as it comes out. Alright, this is Hardly Barley, signing out.